Hey YouTube, what is going on? Mr. D Thinkosaurus, and I'm bringing you another community game with Chris BG. And this game we are playing as the Carolina Panthers against the New Orleans Saints. And well, I can't remember the reason why we were playing as the Panthers. I think we just chose to use them, and I'm not sure why. I think we just picked a random team and the Panthers came up. So, you know, we thought we'd go ahead here and play with the Panthers. So in this game we was playing against some annoying people. I'm not gonna lie, it was like they was trying to run down the clock in the fourth quarter, but on every single play. Literally, I had to cut out about like 10 seconds before each play of them just getting ready to snap the ball, and then eventually they snap the ball and then they just do some annoying play which would end up getting them a first down or, you know, a touchdown. So, you know, I haven't really played against people like this, you know, before. And here you see they're just shifting Jimmy Graham about. Like you can tell they're not actually doing any audibles. He's just moving around. Like, is that really necessary? And then eventually he just runs with Darren Sproles anyway. You know, it makes no sense. It's kind of pointless. We was going to stick with that defense. It didn't make us change up our defense by them putting Jimmy Graham on another side. You know, it doesn't make any difference to us what side he's on. And here, you know, they got a fullback jogging around everywhere. You know, he's just running out of breath. You know, we're not doing anything. So, you know, these people were annoying in that respect. But, you know, they were pretty legit as far as it goes. I don't recall them doing any fades or anything like that, or trying to glitch any field goals or any of that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't think they did. But, you know, and they didn't do. I don't think these people did the surprise onside kick at all in any part of the game. So, you know, they were alright opponents. You know, you got to give them it for that. It's always nice when you just play a game with people that just, you know, play the games that should. That's why I like to play it. I know Chris likes better as well. You know, just playing it as almost if it's an actual game in the NFL kind of thing. So anyway, getting into this game here, you know, it's just our first play of the game. They've had the ball for the entire first quarter and about half of the second quarter. So, you know, we're gonna have to make some plays here. And Chris on his corner routes again. You know, he's just on them like constantly. He knows how to hit them up big time. He's an absolute boss. And, you know, I didn't have a great game running this time. You know, I broke a couple of decent runs, but we went 5 wide, so I actually got to be a receiver for once, and I made the reception. So, you know, I think this is like our 4th or 5th play or something, and we've already hit the 2-minute warning. How does that even happen? How would you get in halfway into a game with only having fucking thrown 4 plays? You know, it's ridiculous. That was also another annoying thing about these people. They just, I don't know. It wasn't like most of the time they didn't really do stuff with the ball. They just kept it for ages, it seemed like. But, you know, anyway, you can't really complain. We scored a touchdown there. And luckily for us in this game, the one good player on the Panthers defense, John Beeson, was actually doing some work in this game. You know, I think he ended up with like 7 or 8 tackles at the end of this game, and I'm not sure if he got a pick. I don't think he did. I do believe Chris Gamble got two picks, was it, at the end of this game? I'm not sure. It might have been 1. But, you know, the key players that we needed to step up did step up. You know, we all know the Panthers defense isn't the greatest. I mean, the offense isn't bad. They got Cam Newton, who did well in his rookie season, to be fair to him. You can't say anything about that. And there, I did mess up the user. Yes, if you go back and watch that, you will unfortunately see that I did get stepped, which was quite annoying. You know, usually my user coverage is pretty good. You see there, he only managed to break away a few yards, and, you know, they did get the pass off, but they didn't get many yards after the catch. So they can't compare that, and that was probably one of my best runs of the game. Unfortunately, you know, I wasn't having a great running day, but on defense, as the linebacker, I was playing well. But Chris, you know, no worries. He stepped up on offense, and, you know, he brought it home for us really on offense. And it's always nice when it works like that. You know, it's even better if I'm running good, and, you know, Chris is playing the safety well. But you know, we did do quite well at the end of this game. You know, the Panthers are a tough team to win with. I mean, they're not the worst team. You know, they do have some good players, but it's only like one or two good players on offense and defense. That is the only problem with this Panthers team. Yeah, I'm not expecting them to do crazy things next season, but you know. So anyway, getting back into the game, it is 7-7 currently, and as you see there again, them just waiting for ages, and he tries to throw a screen pass, and he does get hit. So you know, we get the ball back, and it's 2nd and 5, and I try to run it, and nothing really there. So you know, 3rd and 5, Chris is going to have to come up clutch here on 3rd down, and unfortunately he doesn't. So you know, there wasn't really much you could do about that. The receiver was actually open. If you want to go back and look at that, the receiver was open. Cam Newton just threw it in completely the wrong direction, really. But you know, it's 7-7. We're not really too fussed at this point. And that was about that play there was about the longest play they actually managed to get on our defense in the whole game. So you know, we was pretty confident we could stop them. I mean, hold them to a field goal, that's good. And then there with the beautiful pick, and you know, unfortunately we didn't start a great field position, but at least we had the ball at this point. And there Chris with the play action, throwing it to D'Angelo Williams, I believe, and you know, I'm picking up the 1st down. So that's got us into some slightly better field position, and with 4 minutes 13 left on the clock, we're just trying to drive the length of the field. We're pretty sure we can do this, whether it takes as long as it takes them. But you know, that was a nice play. Steve Smith, slightly underthrown, but you know, Steve Smith being Steve Smith, he's a don, catches everything. So you know, and here as you saw there, Chris sends Steve Smith on a streak, bombing it deep, and goes for the diving catch, but did manage to get it off. So here anyway, Chris on 3rd and 6 going to our go-to play on offense, and again it works. So we get nice 1st down there thanks to Greg Olsen, and here Chris is again bombing it deep. You know, the safety tried to undercut him, it didn't happen. So you know, there we managed to score a touchdown to make the score 14-7 with 2 minutes 17 left in the 4th quarter. So here we was running a 3-4 defense, I believe, and you know, I have no idea what defense the Panthers actually run in real life. I'm not a massive Panthers fan, you know. I don't really watch many Panthers games, but the 3-4 seemed to be shutting them down quite a lot. So we thought, you know, we'll stick with the 3-4. It's working, it's stopping them. Why change the game plan when it's stopping them? Because all we need is to make it stop. And there he bombs it deep, and well, it could have been a pick. We'll take batting it down as well as the pick, but you know. And there he did the mash A button thing, which I'm sure has happened to everyone once in a while, where they've tried to snap the ball, it hasn't happened, and then they've tapped A again, and then you do snap the ball, and then you're not thrown to the tight end, and there he does it again. Chris Campbell this time though sees it coming, gets the pick. Chris then changes turn, trying to do some flashy moves to get around outside of the defender. So you know, there we just decided to kneel it to win the game. And if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and any feedback please leave in the comments below. Be sure to check out my channel and Chris's channel. All links will be in the description. And if you want to see more of these community games, be sure to subscribe. So until next time guys, see you later.